Congenital heart defects, symptoms and complications. The most common type of congenital heart disease happens when a person is born with a fault in the structure of the heart or the main arteries. This fault is known as a congenital heart defect, and it is one of the most common and potentially severe birth abnormalities. The defect may obstruct blood flow in the heart or nearby vessels, or it may cause blood to flow through the heart irregularly. Almost 1% of babies in the United States are born with a congenital heart defect or CHD each year. In the past, it was common for people born with a CHD to die of related heart issues, but medical and technological advances mean that most people with the condition will now survive into adulthood. Their outlook will depend on the severity of the problem. People who receive treatment for CHD as children should continue to have follow-up monitoring, while those with complex heart needs might need lifelong specialized care. The American Heart Association point out that people have often used the terms disease and defect interchangeably in this context. However, the American Heart Association say that defect is more accurate term. Types. There are over 30 different types of heart defect, the most common of which is ventricular subtle defect. Doctors will also classify congenital heart disease as either cyanotic or acyanotic. Cyanotic heart disease. This is when the defect causes low blood oxygen levels. Infants experience breathlessness, fainting and fatigue, and they may have blue-colored toes, fingers and lips. Acyanotic heart disease. In people with this condition, there is enough oxygen in the blood, but the heart does not pump the blood effectively around the body. In some types of CHD, blood pressure is higher than usual. This means that the heart is having to work harder to pump blood, which can weaken it. In some cases, there may be high blood pressure in the arteries of the lungs, known as pulmonary hypertension, which can lead to breathlessness, fatigue, dizziness and fainting. Symptoms. A person with cyanotic heart disease may have difficulty breathing, chest pain, a blue tinge to the lips, fingers and toes, known as cyanosis, delayed growth, difficulty feeding and poor appetite in infants, a low concentration of oxygen in the body leading to hyperventilation, sweating, especially while feeding, fainting, a small size or low body weight. A person with a cyanotic heart disease may experience feeling out of breath, especially during physical activity, chest pain, a slow growth rate and low body weight, extreme tiredness, difficulty feeding and poor appetite in infants, sweating, especially when feeding. There may be no symptoms at the time of birth, but problems can arise as a child grows older, and this may need treatment. Risk factors. A congenital heart defects usually results from a problem during the early stages of development. There is a higher risk if during pregnancy a mother has rubella or German measles, has poorly controlled diabetes including gestational diabetes, takes certain medications such as isotretinoin, consumes large amounts of alcohol. Genetic factors may play a role. People with certain genetic conditions have a higher risk of congenital heart defects. At least 15% of people with a CHD have an additional genetic disorder. Congenital heart defects may run in families. Congenital heart defects in adulthood. A child with congenital heart defects may undergo surgery during childhood to repair a heart defect. In many cases, the heart mostly works normally after this. However, some people can have problems as they grow older. If there is scar tissue from the surgery in the heart, this can increase the risk of problems. The person may experience abnormal heart rhythms known as arrhythmia, cyanosis, dizziness and fainting, swelling of the organs or body tissues known as edema, breathlessness, fatigue, especially after exertion. Mild signs and symptoms that do not need surgery during childhood may worsen over time. Diagnosis. Test both before and after birth can show if a child is likely to have a heart problem. Before birth, ultrasound. During pregnancy, most women have routine ultrasound scans. This can give information about the structure of the baby's heart. Fetal echocardiography. If the scan suggests there is a problem, a fetal echocardiography can check for CHD in the developing child. Fetal echocardiography is like an ultrasound scan, but it can collect more detailed information about the heart chambers. It usually takes place from week 18 to 24 of pregnancy. After birth, a child who is born with cyanotic will usually have easily diagnosable signs and symptoms, but the symptoms of a cyanotic heart disease may not emerge until the age of 3 years. Parents or caregivers should seek medical advice if a child shows signs of breathlessness, feeding difficulties, other symptoms. The physician will usually assess heart activity using an electrocardiogram or ECG, an echocardiogram, or both. Echocardiography. Sound waves create a moving image of the heart that shows its size, shape, and how well the heart chambers and valve are working. It can detect areas where there is poor blood flow and any parts of the heart muscle that are not contracting effectively. It can also show whether the heart muscle has already sustained any damage due to poor blood flow. An ECG. This provides information about the heart's electrical activity, including the rhythms and the size of the chambers. A chest X-ray. An X-ray can show if the heart is too big and whether there is too much blood in the lungs. Pulse oximetry. The doctor places a sensor on the fingertip, ear, or toe. This can measure the levels of oxygen in the arterial blood. Both children and adults can have this test. Adults may also need to do an exercise stress test. This involves exercising on a treadmill while a health professional measures their blood pressure and heart activity. Complications. Congenital heart defects can lead to complications. Developmental problems. A child with this condition may start walking and talking later than their peers, and they may have learning difficulties. They may also be smaller than others of the same age. Endocarditis. An inflammation of the lining, valves, and heart muscles can spread from the skin, gums, or elsewhere in the body. Having a congenital heart defects increases the risk of endocarditis. Arrhythmias. Irregular heartbeats or arrhythmia can result if the electrical impulses that coordinate the heartbeats do not work effectively. The name for a fast heartbeat is tachycardia, and a slow one is bradycardia. A stroke. If a blood clot or broken blood vessel blocks the flow of blood to a part of the brain, a stroke can result. Blood carries oxygen and glucose to the brain. Without it, brain cells die. The effects of a stroke include problems with speech, movement, and memory. Heart failure. If the heart cannot pump blood effectively around the body, heart failure can result. This can affect the left side, the right side, or both sides of the heart. Symptoms vary according to which side it affects and how severe it is. It needs immediate medical attention as it can be fatal. Pulmonary hypertension. Uncontrolled high blood pressure in the arteries of the lungs can result in irreversible lung damage.